That's not the
Yeah,
Nick I was
man.
talking to.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I mean, we're not scared to we're not scared to look silly either, to promote the company and to be our true selves. Like we did,
Yeah.
we came up with our own little influencer called Morgan Blaze.
Okay.
We did, we did,
I love
we
it.
did. I'll have to send you the link. And it was we wanted to do a guide to video, and it was like in year 2 or the end of year 1. And we were like, let's do this spoof 80s movie producer, and he can do a guide to video to help people out. And we did it, and I looked like a proper tit, but
Okay.
yeah, and we did a Christmas special as well where we shouted out to people on LinkedIn that we'd had some good engagement with and stuff. Not necessarily work, just people that had helped us through the year, or we'd had some good times with it. So, and we did that, and we're just not scared to be silly and be ourselves. And hopefully that reflects well, and people go, oh, we can see that these guys are all right. And
I
it's
think that's
funny.
it. It's like the fun element of, like, you can't be serious and be Mr. Business all of the time. You have to have downtime, and you have to have time where you're just like, do you know what? That is pretty funny. Like,
Well, yeah, I mean, and the other day I posted 3 posts on LinkedIn all about the tour of Britain, which, and that was it. There was nothing business related in there at all, and it was kind of just like, that's kind of part of who I am, and because you got to think that timeline moves so fast on LinkedIn.
Yeah, exactly.
That people haven't really got time to dislike what you're posting. They can just choose to ignore it, I suppose.
Yeah, and know what was funny for me? Like, I've got 2 kids, a daughter and a son. And obviously, we just ended the summer holidays, and the turning point for me was I took them out to a jungle gym, and I was working while I was there, and I put a picture of my laptop and the jungle gym behind it, and the caption was something ridiculous like, "It's a jungle out there." And out of every business post I'd put on, like, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing the other, this post just got like loads of people commenting, like, been there, done that, like.
That's it, man.
And it's like,
and you know why?
Wow.
It's because you're being honest and it's relatable.
Yeah, and I couldn't believe it. Like, I'm sat in a jungle gym with the kids screaming and running around, like, fighting to concentrate. But every time, like, I think about it, I relate it back to that and think, if you're not honest and you're not who you are, people can see through it. Like,
I mean, what could you have? You could have chose to have taken a picture of you in a bar or a cocktail bar or whatever, going, "Life's great" or whatever, and but that wouldn't be you, would it?
No,
and people,
no.
I think people see through this stuff, and that's why that post that you posted got such engagement. Is because people could see straight up that that's a relatable thing.
Yeah,
it's not like, it's not you posting the picture of, "Here's my new Ferrari. Can't wait to rock around in this later." Because people go, "Okay, well, you got a Ferrari, mint," but but everyone knows what a jungle gym's about.
Yeah, that's it. So what I think, even there was a couple, like, has that got a laser quest in it? If you haven't got a laser quest in your jungle gym, then your jungle gym needs looking at. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Howling, like, Jesus.
There you go, man.
It's funny.
But then at the same time, you got to kind of have a bit of control, because then it's good to do that and have it at that level, but then you don't want to get too into it and then start going, "Oh well, cleaning the toilet today."
Definitely. There's a line. But that was just like a tipping point where you think people do relate to real stuff. Like, just be honest about it.
I appreciate it, man.
Cool. Okay, so your favorite book then? Is there one that has inspired or motivated you?
You see, you did ask me this, but it's gonna sound terrible. When I came out of teaching, I didn't read. I used to read theory stuff when I was like about film noir and documentary film and stuff. And then after that, I haven't read for pleasure ever since.
Wow, okay. Yeah.
I know it's bad, isn't it? So I'm an audiobook man, to be fair with you. So,
okay.
In terms of, if you were going to put it for favourite films, then it would be something like the Edward Norton in 25th Hour, the film Heat with Michael Mann and Al Pacino, Drive, Only God Forgives. So they're sort of some of my sort of film tastes and stuff like that. In terms of audiobook, sometimes I just can't get enough of Carl Pilkington or comedians like Stuart Lee or Doug Stanhope.
Okay. Comedy books or like life story kind of books?
Well, with the Pilkington stuff, that's just him just talking about odd things in his day. And then with Stanhope and Stuart Lee, it's usually live performances. I love listening to people performing. I love the timing and and how they use words and stuff like that. And I used to do it a lot when I was teaching. I used to always look at stand-ups and go, how are they actually performing? What's the cadence of their speech and stuff like that? So yeah.
Okay, cool. And then is there a quote then or a saying that means a lot to you that kind of resonates on a personal or a business level?
Oh, you know what? That's going to have to be for another show because I can't really think of one. And I know as soon as we stop, I will. But I can't.
You could use your two ears and one mouth quote from your dad. That would be okay.
That's all right. He used to sell cement. I can't be using that. I don't know. For another time. I need to investigate that one.
All right then, cool. And then your last one is one thing you would definitely take to a desert island.
Ooh. Can't take a bike because that ain't going to work on the sand, is it? Are we talking it's a classic sandy island?
Yeah, like a desert island with like one palm tree and a coconut.
That sounds like hell, doesn't it? Man alive.
Shall I give you some examples that we've had?
Yeah, give me some examples.
I think we've had a case of beer, a case of Prosecco. We've had an iPhone.
Bit of a theme.
Yeah. An iPhone has been one. I think an iPod was one. I'm trying to think of a couple of others. People are using technology. They're using stuff that they're going to run out of, basically. So,
I'm not taking technology on a desert island. If I'm going to a desert island, I just want to be free of all that sort of stuff, to be fair. Because even though we use technology for what we do, it does annoy me at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm just like, God, there's just too much stuff. There's too many gadgets. There's too much content. There's too much that. I think I would take he's looking at me now. I'd take my dog Rufus, my little puppy. I'd take him because I can talk to him. And he doesn't ever argue, so
he does as he's told.
But yeah, either that or a pair of goggles, so I could go swimming and see something different every day. I don't know, but then I'll probably get seasick. It's too difficult, Brad. It's too difficult.
Oh, come on! You've had these questions for a while now, Nick. You could have,
mate.
You could have put some effort in. Do you know what I mean?
Worst.
Cool. Right. So all that's left for me to say then is just. It's been awesome talking to you, man. It's been a real pleasure. Thank you so much. I know I said thank you at the start, but without guys like you saying, yeah, I'll talk to you, we wouldn't have a show. So I just appreciate it massively that you've took the time out of the afternoon to talk to us.
Don't worry about it, man. It's like you're doing a good thing, and this is something that you'll have a nice little in 2 years' time. You'll have so many of these podcasts sort of on your hard drive and stuff. You won't know what to do, and the more you do it, mate, and you're a really good host as well. So the more you do it, the better it's going to get, and the more people are going to listen and stuff. I was just glad to be involved.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And we did talk. I'm going to get you on the spot now, though. But we did talk about doing an evolution of video show.
Oh, so okay, yeah.
If you're still up for that, we'll definitely do that. We'll pull something together and arrange it for a couple more weeks' time.
Yeah, I mean, if you get any questions about it, I mean, I don't know every single thing about it, but in terms of the evolution of it, of where it might go and what's going to come next, I'll be more than happy to talk about, mate.
Perfect. Nick, thank you so much.
No worries, Brad.
Cheers.
Take it easy.
So there you go. There's Nick's story. I'm like I said at the outset of the show, super excitable guy. Seems like he loves every single minute of everything he does, which is a rare trait. Sometimes you decide that you want to launch a business and you want to career in something that you love, and then the thing that you love turns into a day job, and that's not a fun time. Nick is definitely the complete other scale of that. Everything he does, every project he gets involved in seems to be his happy place at the minute. We hope that his music video project comes off and we can see what he can do creative wise and really let him spread his wings with that. It seems like a really interesting project for him and something that he is itching to get his teeth into. What I'll do is I'll link up all of Nick's social, all Creative Pie Films, social and stuff like that in the footer, so you guys can go check them out, go give Nick a follow, say hello. I'm sure he'd love it. Yeah, there you go, Nick. Again, like we said before, thank you very much for being on the show. Absolute superstar, and we hope that we can sort out the next show where we talk about the evolution of video, how video has changed, how mobile has been such a pivotal part of it over the last couple of years. Yeah, we'll see you soon, and we hope you enjoyed the show. Take care.